guys, this is Sanix Charms. So today I'll just be recording the first time I'm making cold porcelain, and I'll include the recipe that I'm using in the description box. But this is everything that you'll need, and this is my first time making cold porcelain, so I don't even know how it's going to turn out. I'm just going to take you guys with me, and if it turns out terribly, I'll still post a video just so you guys know that I fail at stuff too. Anywho, so what you're going to need is baby oil, plain white craft glue, and it can be any name brand, it just has to be the plain white craft glue, cornstarch, lemon juice, and that just prevents mold, so it's optional, but you probably don't want your cold porcelain moldy, so I would recommend that. And that's where the glue is, and that's where the flour is. And then for when you're kneading your cold porcelain, oil-free moisturizer, and it can be anything, just make sure it's not scented unless you want it to be scented. And there's no color on it as well, so white would be good. And then of course you want wax paper for when you are dealing with your cold porcelain. So I'm just going to quickly mix up my ingredients, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to cook it, just so you can see how it progresses and how long it takes pretty much. So it'll be 1 second. Okay, so now I'm just stirring it up. I'm using this on a glass pot on low temperature. You can use just a regular cooking pot as well, like, you know, the metal ones, or you can just use anything that you can put on a stove, so if you're going to designate a certain pot. This is my clay baking pot anyways, so that's why I'm using this, because I don't like to mix any of my stuff that I use with my crafts with food. But, so I'm just going to stir it like this. And my camera's about to run out of battery, so you know what, I'm just going to bring you guys in when it starts to become almost ready. Because you see this consistency is really liquidy, so it's going to be a little bit before it actually starts to form. Hey guys, so it's not ready yet, but I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like when it's kind of getting there. And this actually took longer than I expected, so I think it'll be nice to show, like, it stays runny for a while, but then it gets, like, I don't know if you guys can see, but it like gets chunky on your stir or spatula, and that's when it's starting to form the cold porcelain. So like, look at that, like comes off in chunks, and it's all really sticky, and you start to feel more resistance when you're stirring. So again, I'm going to come back when it's closer to being done. Okay, so we're getting closer and closer to the end here. It's really sticky now, and it's starting to form like its own kind of ball, so that's good. It's still really sticky, so it's not done yet. And you know what? This is actually harder than I thought it would be. Like, it's really hard to stir. It's definitely more time consuming than I thought either. So if you're trying to do something, like if you're in a rush or something, I would say not to start this project of making cold porcelain, just because, you know, it takes a little, like quite a bit for it to start forming. And yeah, so still needs to cook for quite a bit longer, but we're getting there, so that's nice, because for a while I thought that it wasn't going too well just because it was really runny still and it didn't seem like anything was really happening. But now, as you can see, it's kind of just like a big ball, but still needs some time. Hey guys, so I think it is all done, and I'm not sure. I don't know if I cooked it too much or I cooked it too little. I'll let you guys know when I'm kneading it out once it's cooled, how it is, because again, I've never made this before, so we'll see. It looks like though when I like put my finger on it, my finger comes out clean, so it looks like it might be okay, if you can see that. But it's still kind of sticky. I don't know. We'll see. I'll update you guys. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure, but I think that this actually was quite a success. If you see it, it's not sticky at all, and then when I pull it apart, it's got that texture. So right now it's still warm, so it could change. But otherwise, I think that was a really good recipe. All my ingredients obviously worked really well. Surprisingly, the Proactive lotion worked. I just put it on my hands before I started kneading it so that it kept it moist. But it feels really nice. It feels better than the store-bought cold porcelain, craft porcelain that I've tried before. So I think that this worked out well. I'll probably put an update in the description box if it didn't. But I just ripped my wax paper. But yeah, otherwise the texture is great and it's not sticky. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this was fun to watch because it was really fun to make. So thanks for watching.